All right, I've been playing around with this blue jig some more. Thought I'd show you a few things I've done. I have updated my extended length pistol grip screw to this stainless steel screw because it has better threads that threads more smoothly into the lower receiver than the original screws I was using. These spin in smooth like butter. So that, let's see here, you can see here, went with a different thumb screw on the bottom because a lot of people were complaining that couldn't sit at level. You know, now it'll sit level once this is removed. Here's the big deal. You may notice there's a gap right there. A lot of people may not be sitting these things upright, or maybe they are, I don't know. They come with this thumb screw in the back. What you're supposed to do is loosen this, put this in and tighten it down, and then tighten down this cap, which will raise or lower the support structure to the correct height. It needs to be the correct height so both are in the same level or plane. If not, what's going to happen, if you've got this tightened all the way down and you got this loose here, it's going to pull down on the back of the buffer tube and bind. And you'll notice that once you tighten, just hand tight this nut and you tighten this down and you can't loosen that, you've got binding. That isn't good. On this setup, I made it permanent by installing 5 washers in the back to the correct height. These are just standard 4mm washers you can buy at the hardware store. Now they're both in the correct plane. Measure that like this, and here we have 4.164, and down here we have 4.165. Perfect. So now this is ready to go for a mil-spec setup. Now if you were using a commercial buffer tube, this would have to be lower. So the best way to do this is to have this loose, have this loose, have this one down here loose, put this in, tighten it down, and with this loose, tighten the top 2 cap screws down, and that will raise this up to the correct height. And then you can just barely tighten the one on the bottom. You don't want to tighten this tight because it may try to want to bind down on it. Also made some better screws here. The ones that come with it, as you can see, will not even thread more than halfway through. These will extend out past the bottom about 2 threads. That is perfect. I'm now satisfied with it.